And hello everybody and welcome back to yet another session of, well, Survival Ultimate Extreme Edition. Right now we are looking at Sleepy Hollow. My ships are on the way now. We have this quest, the Rat Cage, if you remember, so 7 tons of steel beams and 12 tons of bricks. We have a money problem, gotta say that. We are so low on the money side, I think we might go bankrupt any second. So I really need to push something. We have a lot of timber, so I'm going to push out now some more workers, right? We can still afford to upgrade a few more here to get a few taxes in as well. And now we can turn in the quest there as well for Eli Blakeworth. Let's do this. This gives me another 5,000, so a bit of breathing room that we have. On the other hand, we have the shipyard here, so I'm pushing out some schooners at the moment. Those schooners here, right on the way to Archie, where there's already one waiting, and we can sell it. So I'm just going to sell this schooner here for a bit of cash as well. So 2,500 coin every time we do this. Another schooner is on the way. We need to be very careful too, because as we can see, Miss Hunt, she's got her gunboats out there already. So she is now, yeah, actually, I think she is chasing my, she's chasing my schooner now. And this is the first conflict, the first fight more or less between Miss Hunt and myself. So hopefully she goes away there. She's really pushing out a lot of ships at the moment, so her fleet is increasing. I think she's also preparing an attack on my island there once again. What I'm going to do is, those 2 gunboats out there, I'm going to send them right now to defend this schooner here. So whenever she attacks one of my schooners, I'm out there and doing that. Oh, come on, do something here. Perhaps we managed to get to Arch there on time. Otherwise, I would lose 2,500 coin here at the moment. So those ships I will probably also need to defend. And this is not looking good at all right now. I think I'm losing a bit of money there. I don't think Hugo is coming to help me. Nope, there she sank my ship. That's a bit of money I lost. We do have the money. I need to use the money right away on my sausage. So we are now officially starting up the sausage production from the industry that I prepared in the last episode. So we are now getting the sausages out there. Right, so we are getting now the sausages in. That is the first thing. So the pig heads, as we can see, are being now delivered to our slaughterhouses, and from then we are continuing to make some sausages out of it. That is one thing. The other thing is, while we're still low on the money we are, next up would be my soap production. Now I've got the rendering works here, and I've got the soap factory. I still need 1 more ton of steel beams before I can do anything else here. So 1 more steel beam, then we can have the soap factory to get the soap out there as well. This will be the next thing, right? So sausage and soap should be coming in now, and hopefully we're making a surplus on the soap that I can then sell to Eli, which is the important part here. There we have the next steel beam, and let's build us the soap factory out there now as well. The other problem is, now as we know, Miss Hunt is ramping up her fleet, so we'll need to do something about it, and that is, well, build more ships. First of all, she's got now a few gunboats out there as well. I think those gunboats she might be fighting somehow. There is another one, or there's a schooner first. So that we also need to push out a few gunboats. Problem is, we don't have weapons. Now, weapons is something we need to get out there as well. And that's something we have prepared over here. So there we got the weapons factories. I just need now some resources to build it. I do have the timber. Let's continue with a few more houses. I can still upgrade a bit more. And we have also reached level 12, and that means another propaganda article is ready, and just on time the newspaper guy actually calls us and tells me, hey, I should be doing some propaganda, and now we have unlocked the plus 10% income. That is something I was really looking forward to. We have the influence for that, so I might just go for it, and also the plus 5 money here, right? So we have 470 coin right now as a balance once again, so this is a good thing. We're also getting the influence bonus wordsmith now. She's pushing out more gunboats. I'm really afraid there a bit of her. So this is working. Now I would like to go my weapons factories, right? So 8 steel beams, it costs us the first one. I might also push out my next schooner. And let's just check real quick our income here. Schnapps is down a bit. So schnapps is something that we have to do. And as we know, we can do this over here. Let's build 3 more potato farms. There they are now. Expanding that. And we can do at the same time also finish 2 more schnapps distilleries. Right, so this is how we can get our schnapps there up a bit. So this is fine. The money's still down though. There's another big fire station we have. We can mobilize them. So mobilizing them means we can put out another firefighter if the happiness is high enough. At the moment we got 24 happiness for the farmers. So we can do this. Alright, not a big deal. What we can do, we can push more houses in the meantime as well, since we do have the production for it. And consumer wise, it should be fine then. So sausage is positive now, soap is not. So we are producing soap, but absolutely not enough. So we'll need to get a bit more soap out there. That means another rendering works. There we have it, right? Because I need 2 of them to support 1 soap factory. So for this to really produce a lot, we do need 2 of these rendering works. I have no idea how this process actually works, but it's looking interesting for sure. And that's the industrial district. That is really cool here now. So we have all the important buildings around it, and in the center we can then have our electricity power plant there, oil power plant to power it all up. Let's continue in Tarik. I do need more expansion here as well. So we have the pig farms here, and in that case I would like to have more people living here too. Let's do this. Let's have a few more people. We can just exit the blueprint mode for this one, because we know we just want to spam more buildings in this area, and this is what we can do. And by the way, I'm leaving. I'm usually using those 3 blocks here because more buildings would just increase the fire chance, and I like to have some streets between them.
The fire is out of
So it's basically that. Oh, the fire in Sleepy Hollow is getting bigger by the hour. So yeah. Please douse the flames here. It's not looking so good out there. What is Miss Hunt doing there? Another schooner. Where are her gunboats? There are 2. Let's try and chase it down. This gunboat there. Oh, that's a schooner as well. We might just kill the schooner. We might just destroy it, and also be a bit annoying for her.
ship constructed.
On that part. And another schooner is coming out. Let's send this schooner to sell at Archie. I'm going to put my flagship as defense up there, and let's put it over there to Archie. This is what we can do. I still don't have enough steel beams for my soap production. There's still not enough soap coming in. It's +1 now, though. And we have destroyed the schooner. Let's just have a look what we found. So schooners usually have some cargo on board. So we can get some goods out of it. And suspended frosted glass grenade. 2,700 is worth it. So this was actually pretty good. How to get it now to Eli? Let's use the other gunboat as defense and move to Eli. There we can sell it. And let's also have a look at diplomacy there once again. Let's flatter Jing. She is much better now military-wise than us. Well, with the economy, we are better though. With Miss Hunt, she is stronger military-wise economy. We are the strongest at the moment, it seems. We are even stronger than Hugo.
Ask me anything and I'll tell you. Anything
Right, no one of them has a quest for me right now. So we'll just continue with... Oh, yeah, building streets. And what those people also need is, as always, a pub. Let's place it there. By the way, we can, even if the building is settled, we can still decide what color we want to have on it, like the red roof, for example, the green roof, and so forth. Let's make the blue roof for this pub there. And then we can just add more buildings here as well. To make Tarik a bit bigger there as well. And the only thing that we need now here is a bit more of the fisheries. Let's build 2 more. Very good. Money-wise, we have a nice income. So I'm glad to see that. I can now sell it. 2,700 coin. Very good. And let's continue with the defense of that schooner.
She's small, but she's
Right, both
keen.
my gunboats are going for this. And Hugo Mercier also offers us now a trade decree, and this is pretty powerful because with this one, he would pay us money as well. So he would pay us 18,000 that we have a trade right. This is kind of like a bonus from him. Let's accept, and we have 23,000 coin at the moment. This makes it possible for us to finally build also our first weapon factories then. I'm building another steelworks here, so that we speed up the steel beams production. I just need to find out now how high the steel production is. It's at 3, so pretty high. Alrighty, there we can now also rebuild the ruins again, so those people will be fine. And my city has grown more beautiful. We do have now steel beams. Let's build us the first weapons factory, and there it is in all its sturdiness. It's getting now some steel, and with that steel we'll then be able to finally also push out some gunboats of our own. Let's just see. My gunboats are back on track. There is another gunboat from her, so she's still doing something nasty there. And I think over here, I don't know why there's so many pirates at the moment, and they're not attacking anyone so far, so this is looking good. Right, Hugo is pushing out a lot of ships there too. So he's got gunboats everywhere basically now. As we can see, so we really need to catch up there. What I'm also going to do is, since we have now such a huge production, let's increase the pig farms that we have. So another 4 pig farms that can come up here for all of those. And at the same time, I will also go with another slaughterhouse, so we still need to get the sausages up, and now we just need to wait really for a few more steel beams to come in, and that's it then. While those things are happening, we have to prepare yet another thing, and that is the bread production. We don't have it yet. This is another production that's going to cost us quite some money. In that case, I'm going to have the bread most likely over here. Right, so in this corner we can have that. I would like to start then once again with the warehouse. In that case, we're going to have it blueprinted, of course, and let's go for the bread. It's the last product that we need to before we can go to artisans, right? And once we have the artisans, then we can really push forward to new lands, to the New World and to Crown Falls. Now let's just see. Let's go with the grain fields. The good thing is in Sleepy Hollow we do have the grain fertility. So all we need to do is place a grain farm out here. I'm going to use, since they do need a lot of fields, right? We're going to need a lot of space for it. So probably 5 rows for it, going all the way up here. Right, and now I can just take it and copy it for this whole area. Righto, and I think we have then 6 of them. 6 will be quite fine for now. Here I would like to have a bit more city still, so we will still advance Sleepy Hollow then down here. I could also have these grain farms, for example, out here as well, right, where we still have some space, but I'm pretty sure that this will be enough for quite some time. And the grain farms need now, of course, some windmills, so we can have those beautiful windmills here in this area. Also here a few, so the space is there. I will also need, as always, a fire station. So let's just place another fire station here as well for those people. And the bakeries, well, the bakeries, you might have guessed it, the bakeries come to the industrial district once again. So here we're going to add the bakeries that get electricity out of it. For that I will need this space here, or we might also use this space here. This is fine too. Let's have the bakeries here. Right, first of all, we do need another warehouse once again for this area, and then we just can place the bakeries, and they don't need that much space. And that's probably it for quite some time now. Those bakeries will then be provided also with the electricity. That is still close enough, especially once we have the paved roads, and that will be fine. Now we have everything ready. Let's get for the first 4 grain farms. 5,000 it cost me, just that. We do need 2 windmills for that. We also finished the fireworks here, the fireworkers. And now also here I can build my first 4 bakeries. Let's build 2 first. I don't want to exaggerate on the gaming here, right? So there we got the bakeries in all their glory. Still idle, but soon they'll have their flour. So The beautiful grain farms, as we can see, are now working on the fields and will deliver the grain then to the flour mill and thus produce us the bread that we need. So this is the last good. Now, at the same time, what should be happening is, yes, weapons are coming in. Finally, we get our weapons in again. I've also sent the schooner down here to sell it. We still need a bit of money there, so it's a good thing that I send it there. We can also sell a few bricks there, though it's not really worth it. And I'm going to send the flagship now back home again. And let's just have a look. I would like to build my second weapons factory as well. In that case, yeah. How much does it cost? 150 credits, we can afford that. So now we have 2 weapon factories up. I will also need to change real quick my steel. And as we can see, steel is now... Oh, it's not negative. Very good. It's still working out. And just look at that town in all its glory, just before or on the edge to artisans. Now, before we go to true artisans, I want to check my goods again. As we can see now, basically everything is plus. The bread perhaps is still a bit here negative, but that's fine. I would still like to go with a few more districts before I really push for new land. I'm going to have another warehouse here once again. There's the main road that continues down here. We will also be having then yet another pub here for this whole area in the back. A fire station here. We can squeeze it in just nicely into this area there. Righto. And then we can push for more buildings here. And once again, don't worry if it looks a bit monotonous at the moment. The problem is we need to really push out a lot of stuff early on. And there's not much time for city beautification and things like that. I really need to push for a fleet and stuff like that. If I don't do that on time, we might get lost later, so all the work would be for nothing, and that's why I need to push. We are looking for beauty in Crown Falls again, so there we're going to have ornaments. We can have so many ornaments in this game. It's truly incredible. Let's finish this whole district at once. We have the timber now. And just, you see the difference here, how long it took us in the beginning to build a few houses, and now we can just place a whole district at once. This is pretty cool, right? So the whole district is up here now, and now we basically just wait and hope that the money is going up at some point. Now, the schooner, meantime, is now having 2 slots with pigs. The second slot is not full though, so this is still taking him quite a while there, so we still have room for more pig farms. And we could even put a second schooner on this route then as well, as we just enjoyed now, as it's on the way out there. Very good. Right, so my flagship is back here as well. No new quests at the moment, unfortunately. So there's nothing I can do really. What I need to do is, though, I really need to get my gunboats out, because she is ramping up. And we have the weapons. Let's get the next gunboat out, our 3rd one. And with the weapons that we have now, the weapon production, we will also be able now to start up our harbor defenses that we need. Right, because we're still in the early game. Once we enter the mid game, the pirates will also start to attack us. And then we need to be ready for all of that. And we got a lot of pirates in the game already. So this is that. Jing has another quest for us. Wind-swollen sails are such an inspiring image, are they not? I would like to capture the words of homecoming they whisper in the wind, but I cannot see the docks from my study. 5,000 coin. And she basically just wants us to have a photograph of a ship. Oh, one of my ships is under attack. And my gunboat is already firing. Oh, it's only one though. And Jing settled on another island yet again. She's also expanding there. And it's getting a bit tight now here, as we can see. There are not that many islands open anymore. Let's just try and destroy this gunboat up there. Right, we might actually be able to. And let's also make the photograph of one of my ships, of this one there, as it is destroying Miss Hunt's ship. We can turn it in. Whispers of Yore fill homesick clouds with spirits. We get 5,000 credits out of it, so at least that is something.
Ship under attack.
Alright, and there, this one is going down, for sure. And I just enjoy the simplicity of these ships. Once we have the frigates and especially the men of wars, this is getting even interesting. And we have, by the way, I have said it already, but we have over 10 new ship types in this game now as well with the mods. So we are going to see all of them. A lot of battleships, new ones as well. So the gunboat is on its way. Weapons are 2. Let's just have a look at my people. Bread, very good, is coming in now too. I would like to check there real quick. Oh, schnapps and fish. We need to ramp this up. Lucky we have still room, so we have the fisheries up there. We have 2 more potato farms here. Let's also finish it with another warehouse. And more distilleries we have here. Right, so there we have all of that. This one probably needs a direct connection there. These warehouses will be quite filled now with new carts. So we'll see what cart or what warehouse we need to upgrade in the future. Something like that. Let's also have a look at the, I think, wait a second, the schnapps should be fine now. The fish is fine. Workload, really? I can't imagine that. Perhaps it's because it's full. Oh, she's also attacking once again. Coming in here. No, don't chase it. She's passing by anyway. Another gunboat is coming out. I think, yes, we can build another gunboat right away. Now that we have the weapons up. Why is my money down again? Most likely because the bread is still down. Yep, the bread is still down. And another thing that we need to do as well is the beer. Now for the beer, I already have the hops island up here. Beer is very important to keep the money flow in, right? So beer is a happiness good. As we can see here, it's not necessary, it's not really needed, but it is needed if you want to have a lot of taxes. And thus we need to have the beer as well. And the church they want. So 2 additional buildings that are going to cost us quite a lot. For that, I have prepared something else, and that is the soap. And you can now see how everything is coming together, hopefully. Now with the soap that we can sell, we have the money to make people happy with the beer production and stuff like that. Let's build 2 more here, rendering works and more soap factories so that we really have a surplus. At the same time, I also need to get my pig farms up. And now we have a bit of time and money to prepare for the beer.